When you started to move from the pure folk style into a more electric style, was that a tough one?
Now we're getting into a touchy subject.
Okay. Because today, I mean, you go on stage and both of those things coexist. I mean, nobody thinks twice.
Well, they always did exist, you know.
I'm not talking about so much that, but at least what it seemed like from the outside. I mean, there were people who were trying to tell you how to make your music.
Well, there's always people trying to tell you how to do everything in your life, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What, you know, if you listen to that, I mean, you can go, if you ask somebody's opinion, if you really don't know what to do and you really don't care to know what to do, just ask somebody's opinion. You know, you'll get a million different opinions. If you don't know, if you don't want to do something, just ask somebody's opinion. They'll just verify it for you, you know. The easiest way to do something is just don't ask anybody's opinion. I mean, if you really believe in what you're doing. I've asked people's opinion, and it's been a great mistake. In different areas, I have. I mean, in my personal life, I say, hey, I'm thinking about doing this, what do you think? They say, oh, wow. You know, and then you end up usually not really doing it or else doing it wrong.
No, as a matter of fact, I think an artist has to make an innate decision about their career.
Yeah, you know what's right. It's when those times come, you know what's right. You know, a lot of times you might be floundering around and not knowing what's right. You might do something dumb. But that's only because you happen to know what to do in the first place. But if you know what's right and it strikes you at a certain time, you can usually believe that instinct. And if you act on it, you'd be successful at it. I mean, whatever it is.
Recording is a whole other thing from being on stage. And you, from what I've read, try and record as spontaneously as possible.
I have, yeah, I have. I don't do that so often anymore, but I have. Yeah, I usually just take a song in the studio, because recording a song bores me, you know. It's like working in a coal mine. Well, I mean, it's not really as serious as that. I mean, you're not completely that far underground, literally, in a literal sense. But, you know, you can get just, you could be indoors for months and never know it, you know. I mean, what you think is real is just not anymore. I mean, all you're listening to are sounds all the time, and your whole world just is working with tapes and things. And I've never liked that side of it. Plus, I never got into it on that level. When I recorded, I just went in and recorded the song I had. You know, that's the way people recorded then. But the people don't record that way, and I shouldn't record that way either, because they can't even get it down that way anymore. To do what I used to do, or to do what anybody used to do, you have to stay in the studio a longer time to even get that right, because, you know, technology has messed everything up so much.
It's messed it up?
Yeah, it's messed it up.
What?
Technology has given you a false picture. Anybody who got anything to do falsely, like you listen to the records that are done now, they're all done in a technology sort of way, which is a conniving kind of way. You can dream up what you want to do and just go in and dream it up, you know, and do it. But you go see some of that stuff live, and you know, you're going to be very disappointed because, well, I mean, if you want to see some of it live, you may not want to, you know. But I think it's messed it up. But it's progress, you know. It can't go back the way it used to be. For me, it's messed things up. For a lot of people it's messed things up for, and then for a lot of other people who it's a great advantage for. In other words, you can get something right now. It doesn't have to be right, but you can get it right. You know, it can be totally wrong, but you can get it right. And it can be done just with sound and we were just recording something the other night, and we're going to put some hand claps on it. You know, and the guy sitting behind the board, he's saying, well, do you guys want to go out there and actually clap? I mean, I got a machine right here who can do that. You know, what's his name? You know, and his name was Roland or something. You know? But you know, we went out and clapped instead. You know, not that ain't a big deal. We could have had some machine do it, but that's just a small example of what everything is just machine orientated. You know.